Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zainab Adetumbi and you're watching Vibe with Z, but a little bit different this time. You're watching the very first episode of Let's Talk About It, and on this episode, just like the name, we're going to be talking about everything and anything. We're going to be sharing our opinions. I'll be sharing my opinion and I'll be bringing people in to share their opinions and views as well on different topics. So today on the first episode of Let's Talk About It, we're going to be talking about Instagram and outfits, and I have someone with me to share their opinion on the issue as well. But before I dive into that, let's get on a short break. Don't stand up. Someone with me to talk about the topic that we have to discuss today, and I have Faraz Muhammad with me. So hi.
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm alright. We're just out here vibing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I think a week ago I put something up on my story, and then I asked people if they could repeat an outfit on their Instagram feed. Maybe not a random outfit, but like, you know, a major part, like maybe jeans or t-shirt or something. And a lot of people were like, yes, they can. Some people even messaged me and were like, why won't they? It's their clothes and all of that. But I was very surprised because I've had discussions with people, and they're always like, I can't wear this outfit because I already wore it in my last post, so I don't want to take a picture of this outfit. So I was not like surprised that a lot of people said that they could repeat an outfit, and then you were one of the 3 people that said that you can't repeat an outfit. And I was like, you know what, we have to talk about it. So yeah.
I think I was stuck in the middle, but then I think it was a last minute. I had to like think about it, and I was like, okay, I'll go with not repeating it because as for me, if I wear clothes and I post, I don't really have an Instagram outfit. I just probably go out and then I take pictures and then I post. But I genuinely feel like if I do wear something, sometimes I wear, how do people say, like statement outfits. A shirt that's like very bright, you know, like when you see it somewhere, you know, oh, okay, I've seen this thing before. So like if I wear something like that, I know it's never going to be on my IG again. Maybe it might be on the story, but like never on the post. Probably like if it's jeans, of course you wear jeans. Maybe I wear black jeans. I used to wear black jeans. I think I still wear black jeans. But then black jeans, I could wear them with anything. So I do repeat pants and shoes. But shirts, I think, nah, it's something else.
So it has nothing to do with not wanting people to see that you don't have that much clothes.
Nah, not really. I think for me, I think I'm already certified when it comes to having outfits. So I feel like I have enough to not repeat a certain outfit on like forever on my post, because like I said, I don't really have an Instagram outfit. So I just come in my room, just check, okay, what am I wearing today? I specify, okay, this is what I'm wearing out to this place. If I do take pictures with this, then it's, no matter how expensive it is, it automatically turns to a house chore clothes. But I just wear it around.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, so if you wear an outfit and you take a picture with that outfit, it automatically becomes a house clothes.
Something I wear at home.
So
or sometimes I give them out to people.
What if it's expensive? What if that shop wasn't very expensive?
It doesn't really matter, because I think I've done it so many times. If I wear some very expensive stuff and then I post them on my Instagram, they never return, except for one shirt that I've repeated, and it was because I was doing a photo dump. I'm very conscious about what I post, so I was doing a photo dump and then I posted that shirt, one of the slides. I was like, oh, okay. But then it was like a Louis Vuitton shirt that costed like $1,300, and then I was like, all right. But then, before the photo dump I did, it was like a normal shirt to wear in the house, because once it was on Instagram, then it's just another shirt in the house.
So from what you're saying that it's because like you create like a statement with your outfit.
Yeah.
Or
If I make a point with the outfit, there's no point making that point again.
Okay, wait. So, but does that have anything to do with the fact that because like you have 11,000 followers, right? So
Yeah, I took out 400 of them today.
Why?
I don't know. I don't really like the influencer culture. I won't refer to myself as an influencer, but I don't really like it. So
what's
there's
the
certain
influencer culture? I'm so sorry to interrupt you. But
like the
I had to
whole
ask.
you having like a lot of followers, and you have to live up to a certain, you have to just be professional about some things.
I know. That's a topic.
For me, no one has actually paid me any money to post anything before. No one has ever like said, okay, please help me post this thing. Like, I don't even repost people's businesses because I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, people are paying me to do this thing. Like, it's just a normal page. I just haven't happened to like have those followers, So I woke up today and there was like a few, I don't know, like there was a demographic, certain people that I saw that were just following me in the recent days. I was like, bro, I do not want this. And then I just went, I actually Googled how to remove followers. And then I saw that I had to go one after the other to just remove. And I was on my iPad for like 3 hours, just taking out people. And I took out 400 of them.
So that's because you don't want to have that many followers. You don't want people to misinterpret you for an influencer.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to me.
What's it? Because I feel like being an influencer is way more than being brand. Like I feel like being a brand ambassador and being an influencer, they are two different things, even though they work together. So like there's some brand ambassadors that don't influence people. You may be influencing a brand, but you probably don't influence me, if that makes sense. And there's some people I follow on Instagram that have many followers, but they influence me personally. They don't necessarily influence brands, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you are influencing people? Like do you, or you don't want you just don't want any of that?
I think basically for me, I just don't want to be on. I don't want anyone to put me like on a certain pedestal. Like you see me. I want when I post, it's like your friend is posting, like your friend that you know, like just regular person that you know. So having 11,000 followers on Instagram is just very weird because, to be honest, I don't have any talents. I don't do anything spectacular. It's just people that follow you. Most of them think you're cool and then they follow you, but then it's always so weird to me because I had to explain to my parents like every time, like, why do you have so many followers on Instagram and on Twitter? And I'm like, bro, I literally do not know. And it's so weird because people can't believe. They're like, something about this guy, and it's literally just nothing. So having those followers, I think, affects me. I won't say mentally, but sometimes I just feel so weird. Like there's so many people watching you, and you barely even know who these people are. So sometimes I just wake up and remove like 20 people, and I don't follow any celebrities because I literally do not follow any celebrities. I think last time I was following a celebrity was like 2018.
Why don't you follow any celebrity?
Anything that would make me see myself like in how do I say? There's this thing when you come to social media and you see people doing better than you get this urge to you have to, oh wow, I have to do this, I have to do that, shit like that. But then
there's a pressure.
That pressure. Yeah. So I stopped following. I used to follow Meek Mill, DJ Khaled, and all of them because I love hip hop music. So I used to follow like my favorite rappers. But then, you know how things are. Like, bro, I do not really want to follow these people because they have their own types of lifestyle, and I have mine. So let me just stick. I like them, but I'm not going to follow their pages because I do not really. If it comes to my page, like maybe someone reposts it, or like on their story, I'll see it and it's okay. But I'm not going to follow anyone to go and look at what they're doing, and then probably I'll feel bad about myself or how good I'm doing in my life. So I was like, all right,
But
I'm
don't
not
you
following
think?
anyone.
Do you think you are like that to someone else? Do you think that there's someone else
Yeah.
out there, out of your 11,000
Yeah,
followers,
there is.
that will wake up
There's a lot
and see
of
your picture, exactly, and be like, Faraz is doing like this, so I have to like do like this.
Yeah,
That still bounces back to saying that Instagram could be a pressure on people or could be
it
quite
is. It
toxic.
really is. Because
But-
I know people send me DMs. And like people like send me DMs. I'm like, bro, I literally love your page. I just wake up and I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, why does this? Like, people that are older than me, they talk to me and they're like, sir. I'm like, what the fuck is sir? Like, bro, just call me bro. Like, just like I'm like, why does me having followers or maybe me being cool have to do with anything? Like, just address me as a normal person and things like that. So, it
I feel
happens.
like it's human. People always want to look for someone to sort of like idolize or someone to look up
true,
to
true.
generally. I feel like Instagram just makes it like out there. Like without Instagram it would still be happening. But because a lot of people like put their life out there on Instagram, so it's easy to get to like someone's head, oh I want to be like this person, which bounces back to the repeating an outfit on Instagram thing. Because I feel like it's doing a lot to like the fashion industry. Like we're actually giving them so much money because there's like for me, for example, personally, if I want to buy a clothes, I'm buying that clothes so that I can wear it 50 times. Like that's why I'm buying the clothes for me. I'm buying it so I can wear
that's
it.
me now. That's me.
I'm
I used
buying
to-
clothes.
I used to have like maybe if I had like I won't say an amount, but if I had example, let's say I have like maybe $1,000, I probably buy a shirt that's like 900. Not because someone else wore it, but because I didn't see anyone wear it and I want to be the first to wear it. So I wear it and now I feel good about myself. But then it's not like a recent thing. Since way back, probably like 2 years ago, I don't really repeat things on my Instagram. So now I've worn it on my Instagram and like it's a fire outfit, but then I'm not going to wear it again. So I had to like sit down like, bro, why do I even have to do this? So I stopped doing that. I stopped really like buying high fashion. So these days I just once in a while I would spend my money on shoes, maybe pants, maybe hats. I have like a whole bunch of hats, like the whole collection now. And then I just go to like Uniqlo, buy like a plain white t-shirt. Maybe the pants might be quite, maybe not expensive, but probably the pants would make the statement or the shoes. But like I used to spend a lot of money on shirts and then I wouldn't wear them again. I was like, okay, this is not the type of person I want to be, because I could be saving money. I would use that same money to buy like 30 shirts from Uniqlo or more.
I have a friend that's really close to me that does something similar to what you said, like spends so much money on shirts, like so much money. And I think like I always think it's very crazy. I'm like this does not make sense. Like why are you doing this? It's not economical. Because the thing about brands is that once a brand have like a big name, I feel like there are other brands that have the same thing, but because it's that brand, it has to be expensive. And I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not going to lie that I'm not guilty of it as well, because we all want to wear brands, or like you know.
True.
But I just feel like if I now eventually buy that thing and it's very expensive, I mean, if I want to post 5 pictures in it, I should be able to, because it's expensive.
True. Yeah, but there's. Oh my god, what was I going to say? Okay, so yeah, with the whole high fashion thing and buying like expensive shirts, there's this thing people just buy. That's why you hear people say, oh, there's this cringe statement that people make. They say, oh, drip is better than. No, drip is what some corny stuff that they say.
Drip is forever. No, food is temporary. Drip is forever, or something like that. I don't
but
know.
The whole drip is forever culture is a stupid culture, because
I agree.
you are only buying. You're not really buying style. You're not buying style. You're just buying a brand name. It could be a Louis Vuitton shirt that's ugly as hell, but because it's Louis Vuitton, and maybe when someone sees it, they know, oh, okay, this is Louis Vuitton, and then they buy it. You understand? So I've done that before. Like I've actually bought. It wasn't really ugly, but I think I bought something like early when I knew about Issey Miyake, this brand. I actually thought it was ugly. Like I had like a Issey Miyake shirts and pants, and I knew they were ugly. But I was like, bro, it's Issey Miyake. Everybody's wearing this thing. I'm gonna wear it. So at that time, it wasn't really my style. So it was so stupid because I just wore it like once, and then I think I gave it out to a female friend of mine, and then that was it. But then like few months after, my style started changing. My whole style I think changed around like 2019, 2020. So I was more comfortable with myself. I just wear wherever I wanted. So at that time, then the outfits that I bought at that time that I just wanted to wear because people were wearing it, it was now my style at that time. And I was like, bro, okay, now I can wear this thing because this is my style. But also I don't have to really wear Issey Miyake. There's way cheaper brands. I mean, Issey Miyake is not that expensive, but there's also cheaper brands that I could wear that's like kind of the same. So it's the same thing with like a lot of people. They just buy the expensive brands because okay, now probably they saw someone wear it on Instagram, or they scroll through their timeline and they see someone wear it.
Yes. So we're talking about
yeah.
the repeating
Thank you.
of wearing Gucci top,
Outfits.
Louis Vuitton trouser, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Burberry
I
shirts.
want Dior hat or something. Like
Yeah.
I think that's very
Yeah, or like a bag that has like a lot of brand monograms on it. Like you have a Louis Vuitton shirt that has like LV all over. Now you have a Gucci bag that's Gucci all over.
I don't want to call you Raz, but I don't know.
You know, like most of
I think that's
it's
very
very Raz.
little.
That's what it is. Because when you see something like that, you know the person is not buying based on that's what they want to buy. It's because this is what's popping and people are wearing it. Because if you do have style, anyone that has style knows you can't just wear multiple brands that have like monograms all over. Like it's
Yes.
going to look very tight.
Yeah.
You're going to look out of place.
Yeah.
But then to each his
But
own.
I feel like for me, I feel like some
Yeah.
people who say they can't repeat outfits on Instagram they can repeat outfits on Instagram can be quite hypocritical, because these are the same people that some of them, not everyone, but like there's some people that these are the same people that will still go and say, yes, this one has one clothes,
This one has one
or
clothes.
this one is repeating, or they'll go and find one picture that you posted 6 months ago and bring it up to and say, oh, you repeated your shoe, you know, like, and I'm like, this is just
It happens.
making social media a very like toxic
True.
place, because if you're going to
Please,
go and
for
be
lots of
looking
people.
for my shoe and be comparing, or my shirt, and it's very crazy,
Mhm.
like, and you're the same person that will say, what?
It's yeah, because you know people would say they can to make them feel good about themselves, but it's a lie. Because the way society is, a lot of us are very comfortable with repeating clothes. But I feel like every picture on my Instagram is like a certain phase, because my whole Instagram is, I think I post, sometimes I post twice in a month, sometimes I post once in a month. So I think for me, every time I look at a post on my Instagram, I look at it as like, okay, I have memories attached. They're not just Instagram posts to me. You understand? For me to post something on my Instagram, it's a moment that when I look at it, I know, okay, I remember what we were doing at this time or where we went. You understand? Like, so with things like that, I would not want to wear the outfits, because now I won't confuse it. If I post another picture in the same outfit, I won't confuse it with that other time. But I know other people would probably think, oh, this is that other shirt from that other day now.
Yes,
this guy-
people are
let's
fond
say
of
this guy
doing
maybe
that
I'll do it
thing,
today.
and then I feel like again,
So
people
it's
sort
very
of like
weird.
compare themselves to like,
Yeah.
okay, like speaking about like influencers and stuff like that. So like people forget that influencers
Yeah.
have the ability to not repeat clothes because they get half of these clothes for free, and
Exactly.
a lot of us are just normal
Most of
people
us are just normal
hustling
people.
to buy our clothes. So I feel like people sort of like forget
Exactly.
that, you know, and I feel like people
Exactly.
also use like the influencer bar to like rate everybody else on social media. So because one somebody with 500k followers is not repeating outfits, then one random person with 500 followers should not repeat outfit. Like it does not make sense. Like, I mean, it's your choice. Like it should be my choice if I want to repeat outfits or not. But like the external factors that surround not repeating an outfit is what makes it like, you know, because a lot of people, okay, it's not even just about Instagram. It's like you want to go to a party and then you don't want to repeat the dress. I feel like girls even suffer this more than guys. Because you guys, I don't know.
Yeah. Guys, I think like I said, I won't repeat it on Instagram. But if you see me walking, like if I go grocery shopping, I would probably wear the same thing I wore on my Instagram to go grocery shopping. Like it's normal to me. I don't have any special clothes. When I was young, my mom used to put like the special expensive clothes like under the bag. So it's like when it's Eid or some Christmas time or Easter, you know, when relatives are coming, so you look proper, then they bring out those clothes. But I think when I turned like 17, 18, and I think I left home then, not like fully, but when I was out of the house and I had like my whole clothes and I was buying like a whole bunch of clothes, I was like, bro, if I buy these clothes because I want to wear them, then I should wear them. There's nothing special about them. So like since then, I don't think I've had any special, I don't refer to any clothes as special clothes, but I know that maybe prices might differ. I know this one is way more expensive than this one, but that does not mean I'm not going to wear it to go grocery shopping or just go skateboarding around. Like it's regular.
Makes sense.
I won't
Fair
wear it on
enough.
Instagram.
Fair enough. Like you could wear it elsewhere, but you just would not use it to post on IG. But now, what I'm saying is, you have 11,000 followers.
Yeah.
So don't you think that one or two people out of those 11,000 is looking up to you and it's like, Faraz is not repeating clothes on Instagram, so I will not repeat my clothes on Instagram too.
I really wish, I hope no one is doing that to themselves, because I really hope no one is doing that to themselves, because if I do repeat clothes, not on the internet, but then the thing is, you know, this is the same thing I was talking about when I said I don't follow celebrities. I feel like I'm in a very comfortable space in my life, so I'm contented with what I have. But you know, sometimes there's this thing that comes to you when you see other people do things a certain way. You're like, oh, bro, I wish I had this one. I wish I had that one. Oh, because this one is like, if Travis Scott is posing in a certain way, you want to go and pose. Like,
you know, this funny thing, Travis Scott would do it.
You know, things like that.
And
so for me, if someone
and you make sense, and you do it,
and I look cool, and you look like a zebra. You're like, you know, Travis Scott will pose and do his hand like this. When you do it, it looks like 2012 Migos.
I agree.
So I think if anyone is looking at me and saying I'm not repeating any clothes, I think they're not doing themselves they're not even doing me any justice, because I'd be lying if I said I don't repeat clothes. I do, but then basically not just on Instagram, and I would not want anyone to do that, because bro, like, all fingers are not equal. There was one time I was moving out of my dorm, I think like 2019, and I had so many shirts, I had to put some of them in the trash bag and just leave them in the dorm because I was moving out of school. So if I decide not to repeat clothes, and someone that probably does not have it like I do is going to, they're literally hurting themselves, that they shouldn't do that, because I buy clothes like every time me and my girlfriend, we're just going through the phone, I'm like, oh, I'm buying this one, like every time. So we're buying everything every time. So it's kind of like my personality. It's not really because of posing on Instagram. No, it's just, I feel very comfortable. I feel more comfortable with new clothes. Like even if I'm just going to wear them around my house, it's just my person.
Doing it because like
the things
you
I
love
do.
doing it, and that makes a lot of sense. Because as far as you love doing it and you can afford to do it, then that's fine. But for someone out there who does not like to do it, or you're doing it to fit a certain standard, or you cannot afford it, then I think then there's a problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of people.
There's really a problem.
That
There's a lot of people.
Yes.
Some of them even close to us. You know when you see your friend trying so hard to do something, and then, okay, there's this thing about people try to copy what other people are doing. I always say if you're copying like style, like drip or whatever, I think if you're going to
Yeah.
copy, then do it well. You understand? If you're going to copy drip, copy it well. Don't go and be, like I said earlier, don't go and be looking very opposite of what you were supposed to be looking like. Because when you see most of them dressed in a way that another person was, it's going to look like, bro, this thing just looks out of place. There's something weird about this thing. Like, this is not really how this person dresses. This is not their style, and I think that's one of those things that leads people to buying like fake clothes. Because you go to Instagram and you see someone in Gucci's and Givenchy's and Burberry's and Balenciagas, and then now you don't have Balenciaga money, but then you want to wear Balenciaga, and then you end up buying fakes. And then you come to the internet and you post, and then now there's people say, "Oh, my, this guy is wearing fake."
That fake.
Go
that
on,
fake
this guy
is
is wearing
another,
fake so that you don't
and
associate
not
him
that
with him.
story on its own. Like, I don't know.
Nah, it's way more worse than repeating clothes or not repeating clothes. It's a personal thing. If you want to, I think a lot of us don't want to say it, but we're fallen for society's standards
True.
of what people should do and what people should not do. As much as I would say, oh, it's me, I know I will not do this, but it's deeper than that. Certain things are not just our decisions. No matter how you think you're in control of something, sometimes society has like a bigger influence on it, and then you think
Yes,
it's your mindset.
I agree.
But no,
I
it's
agree.
not. It's just how society is, and then you've adapted to it. So now you think
Because as much
it's
as
your
I feel like I
personality,
should be able
it's
to
really
repeat
not.
a clothes on my Instagram,
So
it's not like I'm going to wear, let's be honest, it's not like I'm going to wear a shirt,
Yeah.
take a picture last month, and I'll come and wear that same shirt, take a picture this month. Like, as much as I feel like I can, I still wouldn't.
Exactly.
So, yes, I agree that a lot of us,
Mm-hmm. Except my personality is being pulled up on the internet. Maybe I say, okay, my whole Instagram is going to be me wearing the same clothes for 2 years.
wearing the same
So except that's what you
Yeah.
want to do. We know that's you. That's your goal. That's what you want to do. But if that's not your this thing, like there's a lot of people that said they will. I'm very sure they won't, and they have not. You check their pages. You have their
True.
names. The people that check, and you check. You see, a lot of them won't even repeat the same way.
that
Couple of
we
clothes.
would. There, yeah. Yes.
Exactly. They're not gonna repeat wigs. I think the only thing few things people are very comfortable wearing all over again are watches, shoes, hats, but shirts and pants, and for ladies like dresses and all those things, I don't really think they do. Nobody really likes,
Yeah.
and we should be comfortable doing that. And a lot of people would say, "Oh, that's how they are," but to be honest, if you look at it, you saying you can do it does not mean you're doing it. Thinking you can do it does not mean you have done it. You have not tried, and if you try it, you're going to just be looking at yourself like, "Oh, I wore this shirt like March 18th last year, and now it's March 24th this year. And I'm wearing the same shirt." Hope you don't think I'm being throwback.
You guys probably have a lot to say. I would have said that you should ask him, but he said he turns off his comment section. So, yeah, but his Instagram, I'm going to put his Instagram below so that you guys can follow him on Instagram, and you can, ask him what your opinion is. He said he's going to follow back. Ask him what you think, and because I know that this was a very insightful topic, and this leaves you guys leaves a room for discussion for everyone. So yeah, that brings us to the end of today's episode on Let's Talk About It. You guys should subscribe to this channel, share to your friends, and make sure to come back next week for another episode. Bye guys, and take care.